Hello everybody, welcome back to the channel. Today we have battle 5 of our Eldez set, our last battle with this team. Our opponent's using Staraptor, Skizzer, Rose Raid, Azo, Feraligatr, and Jolteon. A very scary team. As I said, this is the last time we'll use this team for now. Who knows, it'll come back, maybe it'll come back. But yeah, this battle is such a great battle. You are in for a treat. I kid you not, you're in for a treat. Yeah, honestly, this is the best battle so far on the channel. If you are not watching this, you are missing out. Yeah, likes and subscribes are always appreciated. And let's get into this battle, shall we? Alright, so Zane leads off with Holly, her Staraptor, her shiny Staraptor, probably an Intimidate one. Considering it's a lead, I send out Frogen. Of course, the plan for last time is to set up rocks here. It's not like the other one where we sent out Raikiri. Spoilers if you haven't seen that one. Check that out please in the playlist link down below. But yes, we lead off with Frogen. Rocks are going to be very important in this match. She's opted to go for Brave Bird. It's fine. We can, at the moment, at this time, I did not know if it was Banded, Sash, Leftovers, what kind of set it was. So this is fine. I can go for rocks for free. Because Grambo is not going to like taking a Brave Bird if this thing is actually banded. Of course, Staraptor is going to outspeed, and we're going to be reduced down to our Sash. It's fine. She's going to take about 25% recoil, and we get our rocks up. And if she is banded, it's fine. Or if she can switch her moves, it's fine. We don't see Life Orb, we don't see lefties. It might have been Sash. Who knows what it could have been. We send out Granbull just to test the waters out. We probably should have just clicked Rock Tomb, to be honest with you. But I feel like Frogen would have been important, because that team, if you've seen that team, it looked pretty scary. So we get the -1 on the Staraptor, and she comes for a Brave Bird again. And this thing does a lot of damage, even at -1. So this is definitely banded. And we're putting on the hurt in that Staraptor right now. She doesn't have Roost. Her Staraptor is going to be crippled. She doesn't get rid of that rock, so that Staraptor is not going to be happy. So we go for rest here, knowing we can still live another hit. I believe we go for rest. Should go for rest. Or do we switch? I have no clue. I just know this battle is really good. Okay, so she withdraws Holly, and I go into Pinsir now. Here comes her Rose Raid. Probably to resist the Play Rough coming in, but she doesn't know that I also switched out, and I send out Frogen just to essentially get the essentially send it as fodder. We know Rose are outspeed, so that's fine. We know we're going. I sent this in Pinsir to faint. It's fine. It's fine. I just go for a Rock Tomb in case I can get effective speed tearing, in case she goes for like a Spikes or something, or do I just go for X Scissor? It doesn't matter what I go for, because I know if she attacks, I'm dead anyway. Or we get a big hit off with X Scissor. Either way, we get some chip on this Rose Raid. We know it's Black Sludge. Any chip is fine with it. So Sludge Bomb's going to kill Frogen, just as expected, just as planned. Down goes Pinsir. It's fine. She gets more leftovers. This is obviously a more bulky Rose Raid. We go out into Raikiri because we know we outspeed with Raikiri. I also didn't want to test the waters if she was like 3 attackers with setup or setup with hazards or something like that. So we go for Flamethrower. Nothing wrong with going for Flamethrower, especially if we can get that chip off on the Feraligatr. I don't know if she has Jolteon blocking me from using Volt Switch and Thunderbolt anyway, so it's fine. It's absolutely fine. If we force her to switch, it's fine as well. We go for Flamethrower, and this will actually knock out Rose Raid in one shot. Was not actually expecting that. I know Specs main electric hits hard. I didn't expect to hit that hard. So, yeah. Call me stunned on that one. I actually did not expect it to knock Rose Raid out. But down goes Rose Raid, so that's fine. I believe now she sends out Jolteon or Feraligatr, knowing that I'm Specs. Comes Jack. I'm guessing like Jack the Ripper. I'm guessing that's the reference. The Feraligatr. We know what's coming. We know it's D-Dance oriented. We know that's coming. So we go out into Plesios here, knowing that we can hit. It can eat any hit thanks to Water Absorb, and get a super effective hit off with Freeze Dry or Thunderbolt. So here comes that D-Dance. It's very scary. It's sheer force, probably adamant nature with that life orb. And this thing can wreck shop, so that's why we send out the logical defensive wall here, not Grand Bulk. I think with Grand Bulk we would be in a more sticky situation. Here we're at least blocking out its stab. We go for Freeze Dry just because it's a stab move. Crunch is going to do a lot of damage to Plesios, and here comes that Freeze Dry going to do a lot of damage, not quite KO it, but it's fine. We're hoping for a freeze, but we don't get the freeze. And we're going to actually sack off Plesios here to bring in Flygon in for free. Because we don't want Flygon taking that crunch. We don't want him to take that crunch at all. So we do sack Glappers. Down goes Glappers. We come out with Flygon. We can get a free Earth Power or Draco Meteor off or whatever it will be. And considering it's very far, it's going to die anyway. So here comes Mystic. Again, we're Scarf. We outspeed. She's not really in a position to sack off Jack at all either. I mean, we do have rocks on her side after all. And we just go for Earth Power, or do we go for Draco? I don't remember what we go for. I do know she has Star Raptor in the back. So if we did click Earth Power and we missed, that would put us in a quite bad situation. So I think we just go for Draco Meteor. Oh no, we do go for Earth Power. Oh, we just okay. Little bit of a risky play there, but that's fine. We do knock out for Alligator, and now she's up to go out into Star Raptor again. Remember, Star Raptor is very limited on switch-ins now because of the rocks, so it's absolutely fine. I think we opt to go for Earth Power instead of Draco Meteor just so we don't miss, because if we missed, that would have been disaster for us. So out comes Holly, as expected, but again, she's going to take 25% from that rocks. So she's again very limited on her switch-in. She's gonna force me to go out into Grand Bull, and if she goes for Brave Bird, she's gonna take even more damage. So it's actually, this is quite good for us. We're chipping down that Star Raptor. That Star Raptor is being a pain for us right now. So we switch out, and out comes a Grand Bull to take whatever hit comes out. If she roosts, then she's locked in the roost, but I doubt that she has roost. Here comes that Brave Bird. So now with that recoil, the next time she sends this in, Holly is effectively knocked out. Brave Bird, and I'll knock out the Grand Bull here. And Star Raptor actually lives on 1 HP, so she took a really well calculated risk here. I believe I go into Raikiri and click Flamethrower, or I go into Flygon and click U-turn, get the switch initiative. I do send out Raikiri, and we're just gonna click Flamethrower. We know we resist any hit, especially at -1. We can resist any hit, one hit. We get one hit at least. But I think she switches out into Jolteon here, predicting me to Thunderbolt or Volt Switch. I'm not gonna do that. I know Jolteon's in the back, and that'll put me in a bad situation. I know that thing is probably Specs Jolteon. They commonly are Specs anyway. So Flamethrower is gonna do a chunk of damage on that Jolteon, and we do get the very fortunate burn. And I think it was a 2-ko anyway, so not like the burn mattered, but this guarantees that the Flamethrower will knock out Jolteon. And I think she's going to go for Shadow Ball to just get one hit off on this thing, on the main Electric. And it's obviously Specs, so look at the damage it does. Big chunk of damage. And yeah, if she gets the -per def drop, that's fair. We go for Flamethrower, Jolteon is knocked out. The crit, I think the crit mattered. Jolteon is very bulky. And yeah, I think she goes into Skizor now. So this battle is very punch for punch, because now she has, as of Skizor and Star Raptor. Star Raptor is effectively fainted in this match as soon as she sends it in. I go for Flamethrower because I don't want my Flygon taking another big chunk of damage from the bullet punch that's obviously coming in. Plus we resist, so maybe on the off chance we live. Of course we're not going to live that. Scizor hits hard. So now we go into Flygon. We see this is a leftovers, probably a defensive type of Scizor. We go into Flygon and we simply click Flamethrower. We are also contemplating here if we go no Wardlow, but we also know that we don't we're gonna go just for bullet punches, so we go for Flygon for the more bulkier mod, so to speak. So here comes the flamethrower, obvious flamethrower coming. We're not going to go for earth power, we ain't risking that. We ain't going for Draco, we ain't risking that. We're simply going for flamethrower for the quad effective damage and to knock out Scizor from this match. And now she's just left with Azelf. If it's Sash, there's no Sash. If it's choice, we lose, because Salamance's naive nature, and if his life orb, we'll see it in this coming turn. So we go for flamethrower this turn just to see how much damage we can do, maybe snag another burn. And it's obviously for chip. We're not going to send in Salamence on an Azelf, that's ludicrous. So we do a big chunk of damage. And Psychic will knock out Mystic here. It's coming from a freaking Azelf. So Flygon goes down. And we don't see an item, so it's possibly Sash. It's possibly Choice. We'll find out soon. We just go for Dragon Claw because we do know we knock out Azelf in one hit. From that range at least. I don't know if from full HP. But from that range at least we know we knock it out. And we see the explosion and we know that Azelf is not Choice. So this is probably a Sash anti-lead Azelf. And you can see we barely lived that. If that was Psychic, I'm pretty sure Psychic would have knocked us out. And with that, we win. We get our 4th victory. We are 4-1 with this team. Star Raptor again is at 1 HP. Stealthox is going to knock out Holly. And this was a fantastic battle. If it was fully invested in Spatak, that definitely would have knocked out Salamence. So fortunately, it was not. Great battle against Zane. Thank you for watching. I hope you enjoyed this battle, and I'll see you all next time. Bye-bye.